Titanoboa, the largest snake that existed on the planet. No animal could have had any chance against the Titanoboa. It was said to move so silently that it just needed one move to go after its prey. This was undoubtedly the largest snake that ever existed, and there's certainly a good reason why it's been named the Titanoboa. The Titanoboa was known to have lived approximately 56 to 66 million years ago during the Paleocene epoch. It was considered to be the largest snake ever to have existed on the planet. The estimated length of the average Titanoboa, according to paleontologists, is 42.7 feet, and the average weight is approximately 1.3 tons. The closest living relatives to the Titanoboa are the boas and the anacondas. The measurements of this hefty serpent happen to make it the largest land-living vertebrate to exist after the dinosaurs. The discovery of this huge snake was first made in 2009, about 5 years after the excavation at the Cerrejón coal mine in Colombia. A team of North American scientists who were led by Jason Head made the discovery. This mine lies to the west to the tip of Lake Maracaibo. It was said that the remains of 30 individuals were discovered. While the majority were adults, few juveniles were found as well. Most of these specimens were made up of ribs and vertebrae, which is usual for snake fossils. And the Titanoboa had an estimated 250 vertebrae. To properly determine that this was, in fact, a Titanoboa, the skull had to be found. Fossilized snake skulls can be notoriously difficult to find. The jaws on snakes are powerful because of their muscles, not the bones. This makes them incredibly fragile and can crumble before any sediment can form over them. Luckily, one nearly complete specimen with the skull was uncovered. The enormous size of this snake could have been the result of the climate during the Paleocene. Like other cold-blooded animals, snakes have metabolic rates that are heavily influenced by the climate they live in. To maintain the normal growth rate, the proper amount of warmth is required. Snakes require exceptionally warm environments like the one during the Paleocene to grow as big as the Titanoboa. The Titanoboa existed when the Cerrejón was just a giant floodplain within a tropical rainforest. An anaconda thrives in a habitat like this, and it's highly possible that the Titanoboa had a very similar lifestyle. It could have even been aquatic and went after the same kind of prey like crocodiles. The other fossils from the excavation included relatives of turtles, fish, and crocodiles, which would all satisfy the Titanoboa's hunger. According to Head, the tropical rainforests that the Titanoboa lived in would have had an average temperature of 32 to 33 degrees Celsius. This is a lot hotter than the temperatures in modern tropical forests. These estimated temperatures suggest that during this period, forests experienced greenhouse-like conditions. Just like the Tyrannosaurus rex, the Titanoboa was the apex predator and the king of its era. Given how astonishing its dominance was, can you imagine our world if the Titanoboa hadn't gone extinct? To get a basic understanding of just how big this snake was, the Smithsonian in New York set up a praiseworthy exhibit. The exhibit featured the Titanoboa swallowing what seemed to be a crocodile with the tail hanging out of its mouth. There was also a series of promotional videos of a face-off between the Titanoboa and a T-Rex and immediately caught the viewer's attention. This campaign was meant to show how large prehistoric creatures can get compared to the animals that exist today. Until the Titanoboa's surprisingly recent discovery, the largest snake fossil that was found weighed approximately 1,000 pounds and was 33 feet long. Gigantophis, as it was named, existed roughly 20 million years ago on the African continent. Today, the largest known snake species is the anaconda, which can grow up to 15 or 20 feet long. Of course, They are nothing compared to their terrifying ancestors.